now that we have more leave data in our system and we have a good working understanding of how Techlify HR leaves work, let's look at one other page that has a summary of data. But before that, let's just do one change. Okay, so we did set up an executive leave policy, and there we did not set up the leaves for here. So I'll have this start in July, and executives do get 2 vacation days monthly, and their carryover is 24 days, right? So 1 year's worth of leave can carry over. Similar to the rest of the company, executives get 6 days sick leave. There we go. Yearly, and this does not get carried over, so I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna add the sick leave there. Now, within the leave module, there's an employees menu item at the top, and if you click on that, it takes us to a page where it gives us an employees leave summary. Now, here is where you can come to see all of your employees within your system, the policy that they're assigned, from when were they assigned this policy. You can see the days they would have accrued, the days they'll use, the available days, again, for all employees. You can also see the cost of all leaves that these employees are still owed. So for Jenny, as an example, she has 3 days available, and the cost for this is $26,400, right? For Mana, you can also see that. And then we have some more details specific to vacation days, and then vacation days costs. And we also can see how many sick days an employee has, and then the last leave day. This page is also filterable, so if we wanted to see data for persons by department, by branch, by the type of leave, we can filter out that data. Even if you wanted to find a single employee, you can filter that, and then of course you can download all of this data to Excel. So that's an oversight. This is a very useful page to just get an overview as to what is happening within your organization in terms of leave. Another really cool functionality that we have on this page is that there's a batch update functionality. So if you select all of your employees, you have different leave policies that you can assign them. You can close leave policy, you can add new leave policies, and in fact we see that Mana does not have a leave policy. So let's click on Mana and let's add a new leave policy, and of course Mana has the executive leave policy, and we'll say that she starts on July 1st. So if I hit save there, and let's just reload the data, we'll see Mana now has the executive leave policy. Sorry, mistakenly clicked there. All right, yeah, so let's come back here. And one of the most useful features is adding accruals to employees. So you'll notice that we started our leave policies from the second half of the year, July, but we did have our team members work the first half of the year, and what happens to their vacation days there? We need to manually add those days. So what we can do is select all of our employees here, and let's add these accruals for these employees, and we'll say let's make it June 30th being the accrual, and we will say at that time they would have accrued 6 vacation days, and we'll say this is manually added accruals for the half one of the year. Right, so if we hit save there now, once again we need to reload this page, and now we can see that all of our team members have 6 days accrued except for Mana and Jenny, because they gained 5 vacation days for hitting their KPIs. And we'll also see that our costing increased, our vacation days cost overall to the company also increased. So this is a very useful page that you can use to get that oversight of your organization and have some quick batch update functions for your employees.